Hey everybody, this is Jake Milstein at Contrast Security. I'm joined by Jeff Williams, founder of Contrast Security and creator of the OWASP Top 10. Jeff, how you doing?
Good morning, Jake.
So, CISA, the federal cybersecurity folks, officially Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, put out this tool to help software vendors sell their software to the feds. And what it does is it allows them to provide their supply chain information during a federal procurement process. So when the feds buy security, they know it's secure. You took a look at this new tool and you found something fishy.
Yeah, well, they put out lots of guidelines and tools about how to do security the right way. And, I got asked to comment on this thing, so I thought I'd better take a look at it. And after years of being a pen tester, I just thought, hey, maybe I'll just give it a shot. And on my first attempt, found cross-site scripting. And then I found that it was, kind of rampant throughout this. It's a really simple questionnaire app. It's not really even a tool, but it's, I don't know, it just struck me weird that there was such an obvious security problem in a tool that purports to tell vendors what they ought to do to be acquired by the government.
In some dictionaries that would fall under irony, no? Was it a surprise?
I don't know. I've found a lot of vulnerabilities over the years, so nothing really surprises me anymore. But it was pretty glaring. Like if anybody had done any security testing at all using the most basic test, they would have found this.
Yeah, this is pretty simple stuff. As you said, any basic test would have found this right quick, right?
It's literally putting script, alert, document.cookie or whatever in any text field in the tool, and then it's cross-site scriptable. Now it's just a self XSS, so it's not the worst one in the world, but it just is hypocritical, I think, to put out that kind of thing without doing any security testing at all.
Right. If this wasn't the official cybersecurity agency of the United States, and if this wasn't, a tool to explain how secure your software is to the federal government of the United States, maybe this wouldn't be such a thing. But because it is all of that, you use the word hypocritical.
Yeah. I did a lot of work at OWASP over the years, and we always put a big priority on making sure that we were not only telling people, but actually doing it ourselves in the tools and things that we create. And OWASP isn't perfect, but I don't think we would have had, such an obvious problem.
And so you found it, and
Yeah.
you didn't go on to LinkedIn and Facebook and TikTok and tell everybody in the world about it. You decided to go through the right channels and report it to the feds and say, hey, there's this thing. How was that process? I'm sure it was super simple and went quickly, right?
It was such a pain in the ass. I've done it before, but this was, it's always surprising how difficult it is to report security bugs. And that's, it's interesting when we're at the highest rate of vulnerabilities of all time, hundreds a day. And it's still really difficult to report these things. So at first I went to their bug crowd, and they have a bug bounty in place. And so I tried to report it through that, but they just rejected it and said, hey, this is not significant enough risk, so we're not going to do anything about it. And we can talk about why I think it is more significant in a sec. But then I went to, report it to them directly. And there's sort of a government website called Vince where you can report vulnerabilities in agencies, in any agency software. And so I went through that and got it reported. They said they were going to do something about it by a certain date, and that was great. And then they didn't. And then the government shut down, and they asked for another extension. And so it's been several months to make this fix, but they finally did fix it, and it's sort of fixed. They just escaped the input so that it doesn't run a script. I suppose they could have put some, if they were really doing it, they would have put some attack detection in place and said, hey, we don't want people attacking our site. We're going to detect that and do something about the attackers. But they just sort of defused the attack, but left the bomb in place, I guess.
And so you mentioned the significance of this. Is it significant?
Well, in one sense, no. I mean, it's not a very critical vulnerability at all. It's probably a low or, very inconsequential risk. But they're CISA, and I think reputation matters. I have a number of clients that take reputation damage extremely seriously. Some that I know that's their number one concern, and why they do AppSec is because they're concerned that their high net worth clients are going to see that they're vulnerable and decide to do business elsewhere, which, losing one high net worth client for them pays for their AppSec program.
Yeah.
So I do think reputation is important, and if CISA wants to be credible as a source of application security guidance, then it shouldn't be security for thee but not for me. They gotta wear the pants, right?
Yep. That is how it works. And like I said, there is some deep irony in this. All right. Well, congrats. You have a CVE with your name on it. I wish they would call
not
it
the first.
Not the first. How many do you have?
I have no idea.
Well, it's 676. It's 2025-67634. Jeff, you can get the tattoo. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, Jake.
CVE for you. All right, everybody. Jeff, thanks for joining us. CISA, stay secure. Have a good day. Bye-bye.